Hey, what is up guys, YouTube here, back with another video. So, YCS Indianapolis has winded down, and wind-ups did not win the event. In fact, 6 Samurais won it. I'm not going to be talking about them just yet. I'm going to do a deck profile on them at another time. Right now, I want to talk about the 4th place deck list, which is Hieratic Dragons. They look pretty original. If you look down into the 4th or 3rd row of the deck, you will see 3 copies of Genex Ally Birdman, who for me really adds so much more consistency and options to the deck. So I'm just going to go through the deck list anyway. So we have 3 copies of REDMD, 1 REDMD, 3 Acid, 3 Sue, 3 Neptet, and 3 Tefnut. The 3 Neptet did surprise me until I considered how it combos with Genex Ally Birdman. 1 copy of Wattail and 1 copy of Luster Dragon number 2. They're just your standard normal monsters. 1 Gores, 2 Tragoedia, 3 Genex Ally Birdman, yeah, and 2 Maxis. As for the spells, we have 2 Pots of Duality, 2 Hieratic Seals of Convocation, 1 Storm, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, pretty standard. 3 copies of Forbidden Lance, 3 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon, and 2 copies of Compulsory Evacuation Device. So, this was clearly an OTK deck, since it was a low trap count, high monster count, etc. As for the side, 1 Cyber Dragon against, Machina stuff, even though he doesn't have Chimera Tech, so that's a little bit strange. 3 copies of Gemini Imps against Dark Worlds and Windups. The final copy of Max C for any deck that likes to swarm, including 6 Samurais, which actually won the event. 1 copy of Nobleman of Crossout for all those decks that main deck Snowman Eater, specifically Rabbit and Windups. 3 copies of Smashing Ground, 2 copies of Dust Tornado, and 2 copies of Night Beam for more field control and the ability to maintain field presence. 2 copies of Royal Decree, since he only runs 2 traps and he can easily side them out for 2 Royal Decrees. As for the extra deck, 3 copies of Atum, 1 Zenmayo, 1 Exabeetle, 1 Adrius, 3 Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger, 2 Photon Strike Banzer, 1 Force Focus, 1 Scrap Dragon, which he went into a lot by the way, 1 Stardust Dragon, and 1 Blood Mephist for all those decks that love to set back row and take loads of damage. I'm talking to you, Geargiz, and Windups, and Dino Rabbit. So yeah, I'm sure you had a lot of fun with that card. I'm not sure how often he brought it out or anything. So in any case, onto the kind of analysis of the deck itself. Well, the only thing worth analysing is the Genex Ally Birdmans, because the rest of it is extremely standard. And if you were to look at 500 Hieratic deck lists, the monsters would look exactly the same apart from the Birdmans. Now, I don't know if it's like a trend in America or something and everyone's main decking Genex Ally Birdman now, but it is certainly a way around the only the 1 copy of Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon in the deck. So you're able to just bounce it back to your hand and reuse it. So yeah, the main combo plays which I saw, I read the round 9 feature match that he played against Machina Gadgets. So what he mainly did was, at one time, his card D got effect layered. He was able to bounce it back to his hand for Genex Ally Birdman, so we got a second use out of it. That is pretty pro. Secondly, he was able to synchro summon with Acid and Birdman, as well as Neptet and Birdman, which is also quite original. Of course, not forgetting Tragoedia can synchro summon by deciding to become level 5 if one of those monsters exists in the graveyard, which it more than likely would if you're going first turn. Normal summon Acid, tribute for Sue, special summon Wattail defense, blah 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 blah. So yeah, that is why he mainly runs, or only runs, level 8 synchro monsters. And it's sort of, when I looked at the first Birdman first, I was like, he can't synchro with level 6 monsters, blah blah blah. There's no synergy here at all, this is stupid. I'm actually a little surprised he didn't main deck Blackluster Soldier, since he had 3 Birdmans, 2 Tragoedias, and 1 Gores, as well as Blood Mephist in the extra deck. I mean, he certainly had the darts, and, obviously he had the lights. Oh yeah, and of course the Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon. Nevertheless, I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, so that was one of the combos doing Birdman. Bouncing the card D, as well as he would do the standard Atum play, where he would have an Atum on the field with 1 material, a Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon in defense, and a regular kind of normal dragon monster in defense as well. He would bounce the Red Ice Darkness Metal for the Birdman, and when I saw that, I was just like, oh my god, pro. Then he would banish what I presume would be a Luster Dragon if he was intending to do this for the Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon. Use its effect to bring on like a Wattail or something, which would actually be in the graveyard. And yeah, I mean, he'd have a Birdman in attack mode, which he wouldn't be able to sync with, but it's a hell of a lot better than having a Red Eyes in defense with no defense points, than like having a 2800 beater, then you just overlay into your Gaia Dragon. You've got 2800, 2600, which is 54. You've got Birdman, which is 14. So I mean, you're just adding extra attack points, basically. And the Forbidden Lances would enable Birdman and any other monster to get over pretty much any monster at all. So Birdman adds amazing consistency. The only other thing you can do with Birdman on occasion, if you wanted to reuse Trigoedia, you can bounce it back to your hand. Also, if you wanted tribute fodder for another Hieratic monster in your hand, you can bounce it back for Birdman. Tribute for Nepet, for example. Get the normal monster from the deck, synchro summon into Scrap Dragon, use its effect, destroy the normal monster in one of your opponent's cards, attack them directly, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I mean, you can definitely think of uses. I don't know why people weren't using this guy before, and as I said, maybe they are, and I just didn't realize it, but I think that is by far the most original thing that I've seen in the Hieratic Dragon deck in quite a long time. But anyway, guys, this isn't going to be too long a video because I do have other deck profiles to discuss. I was actually testing out the new archetype in Cosmo Blazer recently, the Flaming Dance, blah blah blah, Firestar, all those guys. So it's quite possible that I will do a video on them very, very soon, because they're just so ridiculous. Oh my god, they actually remind me of Insectors. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave the video there. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. As always, let me know what you think of this guy's deck. Is Birdman awesome, or isn't he? And I will chat to you guys later. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. As always, any feedback is always appreciated on my videos. I haven't been making as many videos as I had been intending to do recently, because I'm starting a short kind of IT course to upskill, basically, and it's going to take up a lot of my time. So what I'm going to try and do is make all my videos on the weekends, and then schedule them for upload. So if there's any videos you want me to upload, any deck profiles you want me to do, please let me know. Dueling Network Duels will be coming back soon as well. I'm going to try and put up a different deck each time I put up a video about it. So yeah, lots to look forward to. As I've said, comment, rate, subscribe. I am a YouTuber. Thanks for watching. I am signing out. Peace.